going to ask you an honest question today. How many more Mondays are you going to wait for? How many times have you said, I'll start Monday. I'll get on that track next week. I already messed up today, so I might as well just enjoy the rest of the weekend. Monday will be fine to start over. It's fine. But what exactly is Monday going to give you that you don't already have, right now? Monday isn't more powerful than today or Tuesday or Wednesday. Monday doesn't just erase what happened this weekend. It doesn't, suddenly make your life less busy, make you more motivated, turn you into a different person or anything. Why does it have power? I think sometimes we wait for Monday because we believe that our next step has to be perfect. It has to be a perfect meal plan. It has to be a perfect workout schedule. It has to be a perfect kind of fresh start. But you don't need to you don't need a perfect decision. You just need a better one, right? Because maybe the next best decision is to drink some water. Maybe it's adding protein to your next meal. Maybe it's going for a 10-minute walk instead of doing the full workout that you had planned. Maybe it's simply deciding that one off-plan meal does not need to become an off-plan weekend. That is agency. And it's a word we're going to revisit a lot during these series. It's kind of recognizing that you are stuck waiting for a certain day or feeling or circumstance to kind of take care of yourself, but you can really interrupt that pattern at any time. Not Monday, not tomorrow morning, not January 1st. God forbid January 1st doesn't, fall on a Monday. It's your very next decision. Literally your next decision can be the right one. So how many more Mondays do you need? Or can you just make it the next best choice right now? Doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to move you forward. We keep the promises that we made with ourselves. Monday doesn't hold any extra promises. Tuesday doesn't hold any extra promises. January 1st doesn't hold any extra promises. August 1st doesn't hold any extra promises. But what you're doing today, right now, holds promises to you. And you just have to show up with whatever the next best thing is. I'm guilty of this too. And these talks are never ever directed to any one individual person because I'm guilty of it. The whole world's guilty of it. We do this whole I start Monday thing. But have we ever stopped to ask ourselves why? Because if we constantly are waiting for perfection, it doesn't show up for us. Nothing else in life do we ever wait for perfection for. So why do we do that with our health and wellness? Imagine we took that same mindset with anything else in our life. Oh, well, I'll wait until the perfect job comes, the perfect job. Then I'll get a job. I'll wait for the perfect paycheck and I'll pay off that bill. Or I don't know, even having kids. So many times I hear, even my friends that don't have kids are like, well, it's not the perfect time yet. When is the perfect time? But seriously, maybe that's what we need to ask ourselves. When is the perfect time? Is my life magically less stressful on Monday? Probably not. Probably not. Maybe we're just stuck in this weird loop of thinking that it has to be on a Monday just because of, I don't know, going to school, going to work, things like that. But why can't your next dinner be a better choice? Why can't going to bed earlier just be the next best choice? Why can't tomorrow you just be I'm just going to have a glass of water when I first wake up? Why can't that be your fresh start? Why does it always have to be Monday? Let's think about that this week.